I mean, dreams on film is something that I'm sort of obsessed with, and was a really important kind of component to patty cakes. And I wanted to be this to almost have two visual styles, sort of this raw documentary, almost like verite style, that follows Patti and the characters around. And then when we go into more of her subjective fantasy life, things sort of explode in this kaleidoscopic kind of technicolor, like hip-hop fantasy world. Once I had the idea for Patti, and she was someone that I knew so well, someone I could be related to, or sort of, it took a lot of elements from my own life and my own story and my own experiences, but then got to filter it through this somewhat different person. Once you had her at the center, then like the ideas just started, characters just started like blooming, and they were kind of based on people that I grew up with and very good friends, and some of the outcasts in the suburbs that I knew, and they all started sort of complementing each other. And so my grandmother's in there, and it's like the weirdest posse you've ever seen, but they all make sense to me. Through her lyrics, you get just so much more of like what she dreams about, her fantasies, like her sense of humor, her aggression, her anger, like all that stuff can come out. And that was really exciting to me. Like, how do you tell character stories through lyrics? But it also wasn't going to be like a conventional musical where people just break out into song, and like walking down the street and suddenly they're tap dancing and singing. The music always works within the story as people making music, or people watching a music video, or a fantasy. And, with the camera, I mean, I worked really closely with my DP, Fede Cheska, and he's like an acrobat or something. Like, he would just get up in there and like be bending and turning around and have like his leg around his neck and like flipping and going here, and we just kind of, certain shots we would lock off and put high up or down low, or bring in the dolly, but a lot of it was him just kind of reacting to the energy of the scene, and just going with it. Sometimes with music films, and people are performing, can get very stiff, and it's hard to like feel just that raw energy. And his camera work just kept things really fluid. And sometimes it was rough around the edges, but we didn't care. It was like it kept it raw, and the energy was more important than like being super crisp and precise.